guys jockeying for this girl, and it just so happens that we ended up in the same car. And as we're driving away, he starts getting angry with me. We have an old saying back in San Antonio, it's called cockblock, where one guy tries to get someone else's girl. And I believe that's what the girl thought was happening, that I was trying to get in the way of him and Jocelyn. I was very interested in her. It ended up in a fight, and I started beating him while in the car driving.
I walked up under the roofs of being lost.
No, I can't protect myself, and I got to stick to your phone. So I open the door.
I'd knock on the door. If nobody answered the door, I'd break in the house. Nobody was home. So I knock on the door, and a little girl answers the door. And my first thought was, could I use your phone? You know, throw her out.
Some are pretty harmless.
Mom came to the door, and I asked to use the phone. Being withdrawn from meth, and they done see my face, you know? And I really wasn't there.
Trying to get away.
My intentions was to rape her, but I couldn't go through with it.
I got my gun and fired.
I'd already gone too far to back out now, and I knew where I was headed. I was headed back to prison, and I guess what I thought, that if I killed them, nobody would never know.
She didn't have to do my
So I cut their throat.
All I wanted was my driver's license back. I told her this. I said, all I want is my driver's license.
Like that moment that it happened.
Oh, I didn't steal it. No, I know you stole it.
This guy's not going to listen to no reason.
You're a crackhead.
He wants to kill me. He's not going to let me leave. Why? Yes. I lost it. I lost it. I didn't stop stabbing Miguel until he stopped moving.
I was within 20 minutes of execution. I'd had my last visits. They took me over there to the walls. I was in the death house. I have a priest who supports me, who's from the Vatican, and he came over here to give the last rites. He had an apostolic blessing from the Pope. They anointed me with oil on my hands and my head, so I had extreme emotion. The last rites, confirmation, communion. I went through the whole thing. The only thing is, they didn't kill me. I ate my last meal, and I'm sitting there eating, and I'm talking on the phone when the chaplain tells me, you're going to have to hang the phone up. I said, I want to call my lawyer. He says, okay, I'll let you call your lawyer. So he dials the number, and my lawyer answers, Hank? And I said, yeah. And he said, man, you have the most uncanny sense of timing of any man I've ever met in my life. They just granted you a stay. When he said that, I couldn't hear anything. Tears started running down my eyes, my legs gave out, and I slid down the wall, and my ears were buzzing. I felt like someone had lifted a 1,000-pound weight off of my chest. And I didn't know I felt like that until after this happened, you know, so it was scary, you know what I mean? And so I thought, why am I so upset now? I should have been upset that they were going to kill me, but I was handling that, you know what I mean? But this news now that I've got to stay, but then the lieutenant comes in, and he says, listen, I need to tell you something. I said, what? He said, your lawyer told you you got to stay? I said, yeah. He said, man, you see them two phones over there on that wall? That's the governor's line and the attorney general's line. And unless one of them phones ring and tells us to stand down, this execution's going forward at 6 o'clock because we do not accept stays from defense counsels. And that was the longest 23 minutes of my life.
I had got to the point I was at the point in my life where I believe that, we all absolutely know that God is well able to heal us, to do anything in our lives that He so chooses. Just within the blink of an eye, God is capable of doing anything. But He's not always going to do that, because it's not always what's good for us. And while I was in the room, my husband and I were really praying for healing, for physical healing for me and everything, and it was like I just jumped right up in the throne and just demanded this from God. I'm your child. You're supposed to heal me, God. You know, I'm not supposed to be going through this humiliation, this tribulation. I was telling him how to be God in my life. You know, your word promises me these things. They're mine because I'm in a covenant relationship with you. They're mine, you've got to do this. When I finally shut up, he listened to me. He said, I will do what I know is best for you. I'm God. You let me be God in your life. I'm still going to be here in spirit. I'm going to be in here in the hearts. And I'm going to be up there seeing what's going on down here. And I'm going to be in that arena with the rest of them, rooting you on when you're down here still going through it. You know, I'm going to be rooting you on and applauding you when you make it. Helping you when you're going through hard times. I mean, we'll still be together and I'll see you again one day.
I was once asked by somebody, I don't remember who, if there was any way to stop sex offenders. I said no. I was wrong. I was wrong when I said there was no hope, no peace. There is hope, there is peace. I found both in the Lord Jesus Christ. Look to the Lord, and you will find peace. I don't think so. Go ahead. Start things rolling.
I am innocent, innocent, innocent. Make no mistake about this. I owe society nothing. Continue to struggle for human rights, especially Mr. Graham. I am an innocent man, and something very wrong has taken place tonight.
I just want everybody to know that the prosecutor and Bill Scott are sorry sons of bitches.
Tell Mama I love her.
I'd just like to say that I'm sailing with the Rock, and I'll be back like Independence Day with Jesus, June 6th, like the movie. Big mothership and all. I'll be back.
I'd rather be fishing.
I'd like to thank the Lord for all he has done for me, and I would like to say that I am sorry to the family, but killing me is not going to solve nothing. I really do not believe that if Jesus were here tonight, that he would execute me. Jesus is all about love.
I did not get my SpaghettiOs. I got spaghetti. I want the press to know this.
Y'all brought me here to be executed, not to make a speech. That's it.
Yes, sir, I would just like to say that the Thornton family and Jerry Dean's family, I am so sorry. I hope God will give you peace with this. Baby, I love you. Ron, give Peggy a hug for me. Everybody's been so good to me. I love all of you very much. I'm going to be face to face with Jesus now. Warden Baggett, thank all of you so much. Everybody's been so good to me. I will see you all when you get there. I will wait for you.
Let's do it, man. Lock and load. Ain't love. Well, you know, you spend years and years and months and hours of every day with a person. You talk every day, saying, hey, what are you doing? Or, what are you eating tonight? Let's make something to eat. And eventually he comes by one day and he says, yeah, I gotta go, man. And you know when he turns his back and walks down them steps, he ain't coming back. They're gonna kill him.
In the days leading up to this, when I had the date, two of my best friends were up there on death watch with me. And my first date was February 24th, so Karla had a date March 2nd, and Maxwell had a date March 11th. And Maxwell was my best friend in here. We'd been side by side in the cells together for 3 years down on F-Pod, so I was thinking, at least I don't have to watch them die, because I'm going first. You know what I mean? So that was some consolation. But as time drug on, it got closer and closer. I was within 7 days of execution, February 24th, when the judge agreed that the warrant was no good, it was improperly drawn, and so my date got modified forward 30 days to March 24th. So now I'm immediately after Sir Karla and Maxwell. So more or less, I had to watch them die, and then I had to go over there myself.
Within my first 2 weeks of being on death row, I watched a man get murdered right in front of me. Got stabbed 42 times. And that was my wake up to death row. Like if you come here, you want to be a boy, you want to take shit from people, this is what's going to happen to you. Dude was just butchered. See, now here's the thing. You show any kind of weakness in here, the sharks will circle. I won't be a victim. I'll be one of them sharks.
Princess Diana has been a lifelong love of mine since I was 10 or 11 years old, and I started getting married the first time at Charles. And I followed her all of my life. Because of her heart, because of what she represents. She's one of those people, you know? Like Mother Teresa, or Jesus, for that matter, you know? Who affects not just one part, but the whole part of the whole world.
You have to imagine in order to cope. That's how I cope. And I spend most of my time wishing for things I don't have. I wish I was free, all right? I wish I had no constraints. I wish it was a hot day at the beach and I could jump in the ocean. That's like the thing that I really want to do, is submerge myself. And then come out and rinse off with fresh water. I don't know, it's like a rebirth or renewal. I've gotten so dirty and I can't wash it off. And all I can do is dream about how I would wash off all the filth.
I was trying to portray a tough guy in court. So when they prosecutor gave me the death sentence, I laughed at him. And they prosecutor told everyone that's the voice of evil, which I would agree at the time. Yeah, I deserved the death penalty. You know what I mean? I was young. I didn't care about anybody at all other than myself, and yeah, I just pretty much laughed at them when they gave it to me. But then when I was on my own, it really sunk in, like, man, you're more than likely going to be executed one day. Just hit me hard, you know what I mean? I put my face in my pillow and I cried a little bit.
He was skinny. I would say 5'9", 5'11", somewhere between that. 17, 18 years old. He was a runner. I knew he was on crystal meth, but he had graduated with crack cocaine, but it didn't matter what drug he used. No? He was a street person. I supplemented my income at the time by selling drugs, and that's how I ran into him. And he ended up breaking into my car. And I was very, very upset because he took all my property. And I knew it was him. And I ended up killing him. And I ended up burying him. I took his body next to a lake. Let's just say there was a spot prepared. Not specifically, but it was a chest. It was an easy place to throw someone in and fill up. He was still shining. I don't know how to explain this, but before you get to a certain age, when, especially at night, and that's where I saw him most of the time, older people, they don't have a shine, a gleam to their skin. He had you could tell, I don't know how to explain this. He still had a young glow. Children have it. We don't have it. No, I may right now because this is my second call out today. My ankles are killing me. They put the shackles on too tight the first time and they rub me raw. Plus, oh my God, I'm in the back there and on my way down and in the cell, and it's humid today. And last time I was here, I was freezing. But no, descriptively, he was still very young. He had the glow.
I would face my execution with regret and definitely have remorse. But I'd also have a little defiance. Like, why are you killing me? You said killing was wrong. But yet you're premeditatedly strapping me to a table and you're going to poison me to death. You're going to kill me. And that's what I would, resent.
I was thinking, if you were a serial killer and you didn't want to get arrested by the police, this would be the job to have, you know what I mean? I'm looking at them, and that's what's going through my mind. And apparently they see I'm really giving them the once-over because, you know, the way they're kind of mean-mugging me because of the way I'm just staring at them. And I'm not saying anything. So they're probably thinking, hey, look at this one here. He looks like a dame killer. We're probably going to have to fight him. But that's not what's going through my mind, you know? I'm thinking, here's the whole pack of serial killers, and they're getting away with it. The insanity of it, man. You feel like you're in the Twilight Zone moment, man, because reality, they just grabbed it and they twisted it inside out. And here you go. And I just couldn't, I can't imagine working on a team like that where we're going to strap someone down and kill me.
She was 4 years old. Mother was 24 years old. The mother's name was Corey, and the daughter's name was Jenna. And I was a cold-hearted son of a bitch. On my calendar, in my date book, I've got days marked for their birthdays. I mean, I'm a part of their life, whether they like it or not. They didn't want me in their life. I intruded in their life. I'm a part of their family's lives. I've killed a little kid in the worst possible way that could be imagined. You just don't know. I wake up from that state, and it's been 7 years, 8 years almost now. I've been here on death row no, it is. It's 7 years. I've been here on death row 7 years, and I wake up cold sweat when I think about what I've done, especially with that little girl. She was at the beginning of her life, and I stopped that. How do you think I feel about that? No. You can't even imagine how I feel. I do deserve to be executed. Bottom line, I ain't gonna candy coat it. I deserve to be executed by the laws governed by the state of Indiana. I deserve to be executed over there. Let go!
I dream of past events. I dream of my ex-wife. When I wake up, this is my bad dream. Seeing these. It's rough, you know, waking up to these four walls and knowing that you can't walk about or drive a car or go to work. I sleep a lot. Dreaming is my only escape. I fly in my dreams. There's different foods, hear different things, music, different places I've never been.
I've had some horrible dreams. Absolutely. I mean, especially when I first got here. I remember my home in Merrill, and the grass is really green there. And for some reason, my twin sister and I are buried up to our heads. And my father's mowing the grass, and he ends up running over my twin sister's head. And I've had that recurring dream about 5 times now, and it just messes me up inside because my feeling is, don't do this to me. But I also feel so terrified, repulsed by what's just happened.
I look at those newspaper ads and I look at each thing in there that I remember stuff. Avocados. I would kill somebody for it. No, I wouldn't. No. I'm joking. I would do it. I would kill someone for an avocado right now. You know what I mean? Just to be able to peel that thing and cut it into slices and put some salt and pepper on it and eat it. And if I had a bottle of tequila to go with it, oh, wait, I'm telling you, man, that is the best taste in the world, man. Avocados, lime, and tequila, man. I dream about that all the time. And right when I dream, right when I'm getting the taste of it in my mouth, I wake up. And I'm back in this damn cell with these concrete walls and this concrete mold. And It's hard to explain, to convey this so the people out there could understand it. They go to a grocery store every day. I've lived in a little concrete box for the last 17 years.
I had a vision. I want to stand on that. I remember in this dream, I'm looking at a birthday cake, and on this birthday cake, it's got 2 candles at 99 on it. And I can hear people around me, and there's so many people, I can't see them. And they're all yelling, "Go on, Bobby, blow all the candles, it's your birthday." I know it's a happy moment. And looking at this cake, it's on a big table, but I'm only staring at the 99, the 2 candles. And I put my hands out on the table. I realize that my hands are old. And I realize that they're my hands because I can see this tattoo. And I go to blow out the candles, and I wake up. I want to stand on that. I got the faith that I'm going to live till I'm 99.